We approach the winter. Many families and individuals in Montpelier don't have a place to stay. It has some churches across the city working together to support them.
NBC5's Erica Love spoke with some of them today about their impact. Erica.
Ryan, Liz, from giving out food to funding hotel rooms, several churches in Montpelier are filling in the gap where the state hasn't to help people who are unhoused.
What do we have to offer as churches? Because this is what, if we don't do this, why do we even gather together as a congregation? This is what we are supposed to be doing.
After hundreds of people were exited from the state's General Assistance Housing Program, 5 churches, including Christ Episcopal and the Unitarian Church in Montpelier, made a call for help to their congregations to fundraise for efforts to support unhoused people. They mainly support families with children, but extend their resources wherever it's needed.
We've talked with people who sometimes they come from out of state, but most are Vermonters, and they've had a piece of bad luck, whether it's a medical problem or losing jobs or family separation or eviction.
That the needs are greater than what we can supply with what is on the market now in terms of shelter and housing. And I think all of us need to be thinking more creatively and more compassionately about what we have to offer.
Back in September, the churches negotiated a cost with local hotels to pay $70 a night per family across 4 different hotels in Montpelier, Barrie, Berlin, and Rutland.
And there are still people, many people, who are sleeping outside. Anything we can do to provide them the dignity and the space to survive under those conditions, we should be doing as a community.
Church leaders are also hoping the state will do more to combat homelessness.
We thought that the governor should step forward and declare an emergency and help people. The state really needs to do what it possibly can in this situation.
Most of these churches are still recovering after 2 years of flood damage, but say it's not stopping their mission to serve the community.
But in the meantime, church is not a building. It is people whose core belief is that we need to care for each other. It is one of the few gathering places that still exist in our communities, is in churches. There aren't a lot of spaces where people are able to gather, form relationships, and then look for support and offer support.
And we should mention the state is currently setting up several emergency shelters across Vermont. The 5 churches in Montpelier have also been serving lunch Monday through Friday every week for individuals they are not able to support through housing. And they say they are committed to supporting the families until December 1st, when the state's housing program is expected to start back up. Live in the newsroom, I'm Erica Love, NBC5 News.